5, 4, 3, 2. And we are back. Welcome to Who Got Lyrics Part 2
Love
of
After
Love
War.
After War. You were just about to ask a question.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to say it, but
Yes.
would you rather go to bed holding the titty or the ass, whatever you, or would you rather
Absolutely.
go to
Absolutely.
sleep?
There's no man don't want to have his hand on a female's body part while he sleeps.
Yeah, because there's really nothing that's that deep to where
It really's not.
You can't squash it. Like people overblow a lot of situations that turn into things bigger than what they have to because they let them sit and simmer and they brew on it and they get more and more pissed. If you just get it out of the way, you find out that shit isn't even that big of a deal. Like, my bad, I forgot to put the trash out. That could turn into World War fucking III.
Here's the thing.
If you let
I don't think anything is that complicated to where it has to, other than setting a precedence and setting boundaries, right?
Yeah, there's a few things like that.
When you're crossing boundaries and not respecting boundaries, that's what causes the separation in the bedroom.
Yeah.
There has to
starts
be
the beginning of growing
boundaries
apart.
and respect. Right? And respect comes from trust.
That's what I was going to say. There's a few things I ask. I don't ask for anything, just trust, loyalty, don't cheat, don't lie. Basically, that's it. Other than that, I don't really need much else. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it being
Maybe
much
some
else.
good food.
Right, like,
But,
you don't have to cook every night. You
No,
don't
no,
have to.
no, I don't
we
cook.
can share the dishes, but I sometimes I don't want you doing my laundry.
I don't mind when she does my laundry.
I don't mind, but most women don't know how to do laundry.
I'll tell you what.
I do.
I let my mom
So
move
I'm
in
gonna
with me
ask you-
later
I'm
in
gonna
her
ask
life,
you-
and she destroyed my washing machine.
All right. So what's the one thing for clothes that you have to do when you're doing the laundry? What's the one thing you have to do?
Well, everything has to be separated. It bothers me when people throw everything in together. And the one.
Right. The colors have to be segregated.
Yeah.
And it's
Segregated.
God damn.
The colors have to be segregated. But what's the one thing that you have to do?
Just don't wash my shit that's supposed to be done cold water and some hot ass water.
Turn it inside out.
All the clothes have to be turned inside out. They have to be turned.
I think that happens when people take it off. Anyway, everything's inside
Yeah.
out. Everything's inside out. And then when I have to put it away, I have to undo everything.
So when it comes to shirts, especially because a lot of shirts do have logos on it or something, definitely turn them inside out.
Well, no, it's
Otherwise
because the
they'll
part
fade away.
that's inside is the part that's
Well, it's
touching
the
your
part that's
body.
on your body too.
So
Unless you got a stain on it.
you might have dropped something
Yeah.
on your shirt or whatever, but even if it's on, it's going to come out. But the part that's touching your body has to be on the outside when it's getting
but
washed.
it's also getting washed in the same thing.
Yeah, it's just a habit of
mental
mine.
thing.
It's a mental thing. Like
Yeah.
the clothes got to be turned, the jeans, the shirts, everything got to be turned inside
Underwear,
out.
the-
Underwear.
The water
Socks.
is the same water. It gets all.
It does.
Yeah.
It gets
And
all in
it's
there.
soaking through it, but yeah, it's a.
It goes inside. It goes
it's
all around.
That's like me.
See, these are relationship conversations that need to be had.
I prefer my socks and underwear like I do. I prefer it rolled up. I don't like it stacked on top of one. I like to be able to see you and order and socks. Underwear.
when they're put away.
Yeah, when they're
Oh
put
yeah,
away.
yeah. I
Like,
grab a
hate
pair and
when
I
you just
roll them
throw it
together.
in.
I roll them. I fold them together.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to match socks.
Yeah,
that way they stay together.
match socks. Yeah.
You have to match socks.
No.
such a pain in the
Not
butt
no
to go
more.
looking for
Not
them.
no more. The kids today do not wear matching socks.
They don't wear matching anything.
They don't wear matching anything. Nothing.
I
Like
kid.
Bragg did this the other day. He came in here with an Adidas sweatsuit and a pair of Nikes on, and
No.
I did.
I had to tell him like
Hello.
But they were color coordinated, man.
they were color
They
coordinated.
were right on.
They were on
He
point.
loves his tracksuits.
But you like I can't wear Nikes and Adidas.
He really can't. He yells at me. The one day I was trying to go out with New Balances and my Nikes and my Adidas pants on. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just
That's
like,
crazy.
I like their New Balances. It's not like it's
Yeah,
Nikes
but wait,
and
now if you
Adidas.
got a pair of like,
And then I put on my Adidas because I'm like, okay, fine.
but
like-
if you got a pair of Louis on, does that matter if you're
Yes.
wearing a tracksuit?
So if you got on a pair of Louis with a Prada tracksuit, like
No, okay.
that's gonna look crazy.
I was talking about the Nike Adidas tracksuit.
You don't mix that either.
Okay.
You don't mix brands. That's why even in the joint we talked about Fabulous, he said from head to toe the gear's Prada, like from head to toe.
Yeah.
I don't like brand names.
Yeah, well, we're women.
I'm
we
not
can find
into
stuff
brand.
so easy.
I'm not into that either, but if you're going to do it, right? So like I don't wear a lot of name brand items because if I'm going to do that, I should be able to do it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I got on Prada
Yeah.
today and Gucci tomorrow and Louis and then
I agree.
I should be able to do it if I only can do it once a week, I don't want to do it.
Or like,
But
my
just buy
love,
what you
I'll
want.
rent
most people just do an accent piece anymore, and it's like I always say, that's definitely easy. Well, no, it's for men too now because you guys can just do an accent piece on a belt. Ours is normally a purse, but that's not something you're keeping up with every day. Like
No.
that's not your whole gear.
No.
So.
Yeah.
Now, if I buy something that's name brand, it's because I like it, not because it's the name of
Yeah.
the brand.
Because and again, this goes back to relationships. You know what that brand is? That is a last name. That is somebody's last name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's their family business. So when it comes to being in a relationship, it should be ran as a business, understanding the emotional aspect of it, because even those reservoirs of emotions, whether it be the understanding, the empathy, the kindness, you know what I'm saying? There's a full spectrum of emotions. A lot of men have one range of emotion, anger, right? So with me, and I'm gonna be completely transparent, my anger stems from the overextension of my other emotions. So if I'm overextending my emotions and they're not being recognized, appreciated, then you're going to get my anger,
Yeah.
which is going to lead to the dismissal of class.
Yeah.
But they said anger is a manifestation of fear, sadness,
Yes.
something else.
I can see the sadness aspect of it. Now the fear I think causes lies. When most lies are told in fear because you fear the outcome of what you're going to happen when you tell the truth.
Right.
So I can see that happening, right? If there's nobody or nothing that I fear, especially if you're not wearing a black robe.
Okay.
If you're not wearing a black robe and can't affect my life,
Are you a judge?
Yeah.
Okay. I know
you can't affect my life, what is there to fear? Like, so my mother and my
Anybody
father.
could affect your life.
No, you can't.
You have
My-
to allow them to.
My father and my mother are transitioned into another realm, right? In the spiritual aspect, right? So I've already lost everything.
You still have your children.
No, they don't belong to me. They have their own lives.
Yeah, but they're
They don't belong to me. They're not a product of mine, right? Right. My children came through me. They don't belong to me. They came through me as a conduit to create a life for themselves.
But you think your parents belonged to you?
My parents were for me. I chose them to come through into this world and have that experience. That experience, like all my father had to do was bust one time, and everything else I'll take care of. I got it from here, bro.
Okay.
Get me here, right? So the other day I told her, and she, I don't think she picked up on it. I said, "You're about to get your menstrual." You know how I know?
Yeah.
Because I have the urge to create.
Oh.
So if I have the urge to create, then that means that your menstrual is circling, which we can bring life into this world. But that urge that I was getting was the child wanting to be born.
Okay.
Had nothing to do with me. So my daughter would always say, I didn't ask to be here. I might have performed the ritual that got you here, but you knocked on the motherfucking door.
Yeah. There is
It's a deeper meaning.
your soul wanted to be here.
because
Just like you
because
said-
it already had the experience. Because all we do is incarnate over and over and over again until we realize, like me, this is probably my last time here.
Nah.
No.
I think we get one life. We get one life.
No.
Really? You
No,
think we have
absolutely.
multiple lives?
There's no.
Yeah, you
okay.
just come in a different form.
A different, like, you're already at the highest form, which is I don't want to say human being, because I know what the Black Law Dictionary definition of a human being is, right? So you're already at the highest form of existence. I had an argument with one of these moronic security guards here the other day, and I told him, well, he was telling me that animals are smarter than people. That's what he said.
No.
And I said, bro,
I don't.
animals follow instinct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? We have the intelligence to not go off of our instinct. And if we do, it's called impulse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got impulse shoppers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was smoking, it was an impulse. Right?
Right.
So to bring it back full circle, we incarnate in our bloodlines. Right? So my mother and father may be my grandkids right now.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
You saying? Or
Yeah.
they might be the kids of my grandkids. But that's if they chose, right, when they was on the other side, to either follow the light, right, or take the path less traveled, right, to go out and explore other dimensions on other nebulas and other solar systems other than this one. But because this solar system, and this also goes to relationships, when you understand that it is a system. Some people call it the Matrix,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
But this solar system, under the rule of Saturn, which is a whole different system, right? Each of these planets, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, they govern the bodies of water. And what is your body made out of?
Water.
Water.
Okay, church.
Oh, sure.
Right? So we are
tried to
being
trick
governed by the moon and these different larger bodies, celestial bodies. And when you understand these celestial bodies, people may be like we started off, oh, these are Capricorns, we are Cancer. These are celestial bodies.
Yes.
This is the story. This is as above, so below. So what happens in the stars happens on this planet. This is the law of correspondence. This is one of the Kemetic laws.
I
And
never heard of that. I never.
when you understand Kemetic law, right? The law of cause and effect, the law of attraction, right? So I understand that every woman that I'm attracted to is not a sexual attraction. Just because it may be a business attraction, it may be a I scratch your back, you scratch mine attraction. It is not a sexual attraction for every attraction that you have. Now, if you act on it, you are acting on the lowest form of the attraction as far as sexual. That is the lowest form of attraction.
Right. Okay. I know what you mean by that.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Go ahead.
Sure.
No, go ahead.
No, you go first.
No, you go. Mine.
Yours was probably on that topic. I was
No,
gonna,
mine wasn't.
Okay. How do you feel about guys and girls being friends?
So,
What's your thoughts on that?
me or
Yeah,
Lisa?
we can go down the line, but what's your
Okay,
thoughts?
when you want to start with me, as far as being friends, I think men have the genuine authenticity. Say the word.
Authenticity.
Authenticity. I don't know why that was getting stuck on. Anyway,
the same thing.
authenticity,
Me too.
right, to be capable
last.
of being a friend to a woman, right?
With no.
And the only reason why I say that, because I have multiple females that impulsively wanted to sleep with me that I had to say, we are friends.
Okay.
And we are not friends no more. Because when a woman can't take a rejection like a man, we face rejection.
No, yeah, but we don't like rejection either. We won't
No.
go into a situation like
We
with the thought
whether
of
we
like
like
we're going
it
to
or
be
not,
rejected.
right? Whether we like rejection or not, we deal with it more.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we have the capability of dealing with the rejection and moving forward, right? Whereas though women don't really have to deal with rejection because they don't put themselves out there to be rejected, and we have to approach them.
Right.
But a guy won't put himself in a situation where he feels like he's going to get rejected unless he feels like there's an opening where there's a chance, right? I feel like if there's a chance.
Guy is
So
more
can
so.
to answer the question, right? Women cannot be friends with men.
Yeah. Well, they can be acquaintances.
No.
Associates. Wait, it's different than a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. A friend is somebody
true.
that they talk to on the phone, and there you're building a connection. And
Yeah, even in that case, like you don't want to.
a guy doesn't. We don't look for women best friends. Like in our head, if the woman called us later and was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm trying to smash tonight. Are you down?" Chances are the guy's not going to be like, "Nah."
Yeah, I'm gonna say
down.
no. I've done it. I have had a friend of mine's right come. I don't even want to.
Then you might be in the 1 percentile.
No, I don't. I think. Yeah.
Most guys are.
Yeah, most guys
come
not.
on, man.
Because they're animal instinct,
Exactly.
right? We do have animal instincts,
Exactly.
right? A lot of males are governed by their animal instinct. Just because you a male don't make you a man. So I just learned what a cis-gap male was. I didn't know what a cis-gap
You guys
male.
know
Wait,
what
is
that
it gap?
is?
I know what cis is. It's a traditional male, but what's this gap?
Is the male with feminine tendencies, but you're still
Oh.
attracted to women.
Like a metrosexual. That's what
Pretty
you said.
much.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's literally
that's
what it
exactly
is.
what it is.
That's
I
how
should have
funny
made
to
that.
say all that.
I should have said that when I was like, oh, like I'm a metro. Like, so Brad ain't painting his nails. I'm not painting my nails. But there are men that paint their nails.
Yeah.
There are men that wear halter tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not doing that.
No.
Right?
No,
So-
it's not my. I would more of a traditional,
Yes.
Ladies.
like old way, more traditional.
So I wouldn't call it the old way, right?
Say more
I would say
traditional.
more of the masculinity. What makes masculinity, right, is to be able to differentiate, right? Like I have long hair. People think femininity is long hair, but that's not true.
That's how it used to be seen. Like long hair was
So, and I'm about to prove something to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm about to prove something to the entire world right now. Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They balanced masculinity and femininity so perfectly that you can go anywhere in the world and say Michael Jackson and Jesus are the two most popular people in the world.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere in the world. Hold on, what camera? Is that one? I changed that battery.
That screen went black when you did that.
And we're recording. Let me get.
oop, oop. Oop, wrong.
And then we can go
Oh, that's
through
my
your
phone.
two versions. How you guys feel about that?
What?
The question, because I don't.
Oh, I think we should do,
Men
like-
have alternative. We're not looking
I
for
was
that
actually
to
going to have her
ridiculous.
do that one since I did the last one. Like
Yeah.
let her
That's
answer first, then I'll go
ridiculous,
off of
yeah.
her.
What's ridiculous?
Men and women can be friends. That's
Nah.
No.
100%. Yes, they can.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. They can.
Men are looking
We don't
to
want to be, not
Men are
that we
looking to be
can't.
friends with you for one
We
thing.
don't want to be your friend.
Yeah, we're looking for one
You
thing.
sound like him,
But that's the reality. That's the reality.
Yeah, because men don't want to be
You
your
can be
friend.
friends, but in the long run, when you say, "Hey,"
All right, answer me this.
I was
Answer
just-
me this. Can a bear be friends with a rabbit?
No, but
You know
I can-
know
they're
why?
different species.
You want to know why? Because the rabbit is food.
Yeah, look, I'm going to give you the perfect example. She might not like this, but we're going to do it because it turned out that I was right. So she was going for a class with a officer who was supposed to be teaching self-defense.
Okay.
Now, she would talk to him, and
Outside
And
of the
it
self-defense?
never became self-defense. Never happened. They built a connection, talking, having conversations, almost like a lot, to where he was comfortable enough to think,
he could try it.
It's okay for me to ask her to come hang out with me on a personal level, even though it's a business transaction. It was what it was supposed to be. I pay you, you teach, or you teach me how to be a self-defense. You're not supposed to cross that business transaction line.
Never.
He was comfortable enough to then ask her to hang out, separate from, had nothing to do with training. And they would continue to talk.
It makes it sound a lot worse than what it was.
No. It's a lot worse than what it was.
No,
She's
not seeing it.
The story's so very different.
No, she's not seeing it. But so his standpoint, then he asked her again, and then he got to the where then he felt rejected, and his truth, he was like, he got pissed off.
The truth came out.
And I told her, I said, I told you from the beginning that is what was happening, and she didn't believe me.
You want to know what I think it is? I think
he was comfortable enough.
It's
to
the same
ask her to hang
thing
out.
as
you don't ask a client.
What happens on social media, right? The guy that's actually getting the fruit off the tree won't comment or like a picture. The guy that never touched it is in the DM. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, queen.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I get that part. Now, see with this self-defense guy, it was an abusive thing, and the women's group referred me to this man.
I think he was taking advantage of
whose daughter was just in an abusive relationship, and that's where he started doing the self-defense classes. And I had to talk to him. I had to tell him everything that I was going with her at the time.
Yeah, but I would have became a yoga instructor
And
if I was going to get some booty.
He watched all the videos that I had. He watched all the videos that I had, and it was very similar to his daughter, his daughter is in her 20s. And when he asked me out, he was with his daughter, and it was to meet up with his daughter, him and his daughter.
His daughter wasn't there. He was there with his friends.
And his daughter.
Hold on. Let her finish.
His daughter. And then I never did the self-defense classes because it never came up because it was a one-on-one. But I had my kids all the time at the time. I never had a night off.
But wait, now since there was no classes or transactions ever happened, should he have been still in touch with her?
He got mad. Who got mad? The guy got mad after
He has no
said
right.
I couldn't do the classes, and I didn't have time to do it. And
he has
said,
no right to show any emotion or anger.
Going out with him.
Right.
Is what happened.
He has no right. It's just a business transaction.
Chime in, please, from a woman's standpoint.
Hold on. We just had a woman's standpoint. Let me chime in from a objective male standpoint, because not even in Rag's defense, right? At the end of the day, men will hit on a woman at her husband's funeral.
Yeah.
You know,
they take advantage.
You know
of you
what's the
at your
most
work?
dangerous thing to a woman in the world is?
What?
A man.
Okay.
There's nothing more dangerous to a woman than a man. So that's the only reason for a woman to be in a relationship with a man that is going to protect her from other men. Now, if you're looking at your man as one of those men who would take advantage of other women, then you're in the wrong relationship. Right? If you're with a man and you think that he's going to do the same thing to other women, right, as far as take advantage of their emotional trauma, things that have happened to them in order to get them in a vulnerable state, then you're in the wrong relationship.
Right, I agree with that.
Right? So your man should not be in the conversation when you bring up, can a man be friends with a woman? For your man, you should be like, my man can. But if you're looking at your man like he can't be that type of man, then you're in the wrong relationship. Now, can other men do what your man can do? No. No, they cannot. They don't have the discipline or control of your man, and that's why you're in a relationship with that particular man.
Okay.
Wait, I want to make
now, does he want to?
Right.
Hold on. Should he want to? No. And I only came to this conclusion a couple days ago, and this is why. Men have XY chromosomes. Women have XX chromosomes. Women if we look at it from the standpoint of hard drives, women have less moving pieces. The fact that you have less moving pieces means that you're not going to break as easily as a hard drive that has multiple moving pieces. So men need women to sustain. If you're not sustaining your man, this is what causes men to cheat.
Can I ask her a question
Shoot.
now?
But wait, what causes women to cheat? But before we get to that, I
Greed.
just want to make it clear. I want to emphasize that I'm
Greed.
not saying it on her. Like, my point was the guy's stance.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
get
She
your
just
point.
was naive to the
So I
situation and
wanna
didn't believe
ask-
me.
No, I have self-control. I could control
it
my
okay?
actions.
But even though I pointed it out to her,
Less
Okay.
is easier.
Okay, so Les, even though, and it's your state of mind, and this is my question, woman to woman too, when you were in that predicament, right, and he's asking you to hang out, or however the heck he
Right.
worded it, right, and you're in your head, it's with his daughter. Did you look at that as a sign of bait on his end? Like that's throwing out the bait to see
No,
if you're
that's what I said.
He was trying to get me
'Cause women
to
do that with
interact
him,
with
too.
other women who were in my situation.
to get drunk. No.
That's what he was trying to do in a
She's still
comfortable way.
defending it. And
I'm
even though I
not.
said it bothered me, she will still defend it.
No, I didn't do it.
To me,
did
that's
I?
borderline
I
affair.
Told him
But-
I stopped the whole thing.
So here's my thing, right? So him.
Welcome
that
to
was-
family therapy.
That was bait. That was
Bait.
bait.
You really
right?
think that was?
It absolutely
Yeah,
was. So
100%.
I'm in construction. I work with a bunch of men. I'm around them all day, right? And I would love to. And I worked in a bank, right, where it's more predominantly women based. So I can kind of differentiate between the two now myself. But that was absolutely bait. You don't have to. You don't have to.
His daughter was the worm on the hook.
His daughter was the worm on
And
the
that's
hook
if she
to
was
get
even there.
you because she experienced the same thing as you. But whether the daughter was there or not, because we don't know, so it's hypothetical. It's the fact that I don't know if he knew you had a relationship, right?
Right.
Like
No, he
I'm
didn't.
someone who's very apparent. Then I let it be known I got a relationship. So
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
so
did.
But he
my
shouldn't.
thing there is he shouldn't know you got. A
He shouldn't
relationship?
know because that's the door, right? Especially in them DMs.
No, I think.
Oh, no, it
I think
wasn't-
if you're in a
it-
relationship, it should be known.
Yeah, I think
there should
it
be no
should be known.
secret.
It shouldn't be no
there should
answer.
Be no doors open.
No, it
for
shouldn't
any
be.
kinda,
It shouldn't
like,
be no
those
answer,
doors should be
right?
shut.
I'm talking about like if a guy be like, oh, and you be like, I got a boyfriend or I'm in a relationship. How long you had that problem? Like that's going to open the door for more questioning.
Oh no! So
I look at it as it's a close. Like it's
It's not a close.
Talk to.
It's not a close.
At
It's an
that point,
opener.
it's just, since there was no business there shouldn't have had been any conversations.
There is no conversation. Like even
nothing to
with,
have.
like if I was to do something, like say you had something that I wanted to do business with you with, like I would go through him. I wouldn't.
Yes.
I wouldn't deal with you directly.
So here's my thing to her though. You're a beautiful woman, and here's where I think women, like we don't pay attention to even the minute signals that we're being given, right? Like even something like that, like. To me, there always has to be some type of attraction, and I don't just mean like physically, I even mean like in part to even do business together. You have to be attracted to some quality about the person to want to do anything with them. So in that scenario, yeah, you might not have had those thoughts, and that wasn't her motive, but his
Definitely
His
was.
definitely
his
was.
motive.
And I'm
I just
a
tried
woman,
to.
so
I just tried to point it out to her early because I recognized it
But
as
you're
a man.
not-
But he acts
but-
like I can't, like
I'm not
if
saying
he
that
was
you
hitting on me, like I would have to comply.
No, you don't.
No,
and
no.
that's where men.
It's just putting yourself in the situation.
So here's
Hold
the
on,
perfect. I'm sorry.
hold
Go
on,
ahead.
babe. It's difficult for us because I kind of experienced the same thing with him. Like if a guy tells me I'm pretty or anything, like I could sit here with a stern, cold RBF face, right? Or I could just say thank you, and that's that. I understand where he's come from. You shouldn't respond at all. There should be no thank you. There should be no nothing. It should just be.
It should, like,
Well, let
My
me
thing
give you the
was
scenario.
that
I'm gonna
just-
ask you this.
okay,
Then
You got a
building
Lamborghini, right? You
Yeah.
got a Lamborghini Diablo.
okay,
Okay.
That's the ones with the car that goes up.
And
Okay.
yeah, and you have a state-of-the-art alarm on your Lamborghini Diablo. State-of-the-art. I mean, if somebody whispers next to it, the alarm won't go off.
Okay.
Would you park it in North Philly?
No. I will park it in front of my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be in the garage.
It's going to be like in a museum somewhere.
Okay, so hear me out. Right. So that's the thing. You brandish a trophy and hide a treasure.
Okay.
You show everybody your trophy and you hide a treasure.
Okay.
Do you understand that concept?
Yes. Okay. All right. I know what you mean.
Okay. All right.
Now, Les, what do you think? Because Montana and Joe both already answered. What do you think as far as your male mate being friends with a female?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. I trust him. I know he won't. Even if he does, I don't think I mean, not that I don't care. We could talk about that later.
Now it'll come up, I guess.
You see, it's going to come up. now it's going to come up.
But it doesn't bother me.
But see, I won't put myself in those situations. I immediately recognize if things are not, if it's not
they're
kosher.
being a friend or not.
Right.
Hopefully
If the woman is being a friend or not, like what
Yeah.
she just said.
Yeah.
But I'm
Just like I
exact
immediately
same way.
recognize that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going to. But my thing is like women lose value with volume. The more men
Right. Yeah.
that have had what you got,
The less
value you will have in the arena of men. You may can sit around a bunch of women and be like, oh, girl, I done had 35
Jesus God.
King Kongs or whatever.
It's like that saying they say, if you have the master key that opens that one door, or if you
Oh
have
my God, you sound like Andrew
Preach.
Tate.
a bunch of keys that open a bunch of doors.
So, no, if you got the master key that can open a bunch of doors, that's a master key. But if you got a lock that can be opened by many keys, it's just a shitty lock.
Yeah.
So, form of rejection, though, right? And what you guys piggyback off of earlier. A male's rejection is normally in the beginning. A female's rejection is at the end. So when a female's friends with you, especially after dating, she still has that
She's
That
telling
mindset.
That's facts.
that mindset that I have an in because I'm friends with you, friend.
But you can never get back in my bed.
But no. Montana, I know, but we're talking from like standpoints of how it's looked at, not just in our own, but many people, right? Like even to you guys. So if he was friends with an ex, and the ex and him are on good terms, you're fine with that, you said. But if the ex is overstepping her bounds, which it does happen,
Who's setting
but it's
those?
not intentionally.
Who's setting the boundaries?
And the ex is probably only hanging around for one reason.
What's the
They
reason?
are.
Unless it's
They
your baby
are.
mama and
They
you
want
have to just
something.
coexist and co-parent.
What's the reason that the ex is hanging around? What could the reason be?
Why else would you, just in case? Same reason a guy's hanging around to be able to hang out with a female. It's like, maybe,
Maybe, yeah.
So
You're the-
let me.
I'm sure both of you have friends that you
Nina
can call
Capone.
right now. And be like,
you know Nina Capone.
yeah.
You know she's the
Any one
godmother of my
his
daughter.
friends,
She's the godmother of my mixed child.
yeah.
Right? Now, me and Nina have been friends since we met each other in Champagne's and she was fresh off tour. We've been out together, right? While I was in the relationship with my daughter's mom, who's half Italian and half
But do
Russian.
you talk to her every day, building a connection?
We did. We
Yeah.
did. We would be on the phone sharing raps, sharing ideas for songs. We would be in the studio together.
That's your connection. It's not sexual.
No, but
No.
she liked him now.
But it could have went that way. There was a point where it was an attempt, not on my part, right? It may be denied at this point in life, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? In a studio bathroom, but we didn't go there. I didn't go there because I know me, right? And that's not And then I have another friend who texted me after one morning of we was on FaceTime. This is before I met her, and I didn't have no shirt on FaceTime, and I was just rolling my hair. And she's like, "I think I'm crushing on my friend," and I'm like, "Hey, get back over there in the friend zone. Like, don't try to, don't jump."
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We've been friends doing this music. Like, we're not crossing that line. But I'm not even in a relationship at this point. Mm-hmm. Right? But I'm still not, we are friends.
Right. And that's fine.
Right. But most men would have been like, "Oh, really? You think, oh, come over now. I just got out the shower." Absolutely not.
And you think they would say no? Like, that's why it's
I'm talking about, now I can mention her name. Her name is Melinda Neal, right? I performed at the Leacore Center. She is not a friend of mine, right? She was from Ohio, and she was in town in Philadelphia doing the performance, and she happened to be at the Leacore Center, and her hotel was out by the airport, and I'm in a relationship at this point, and I don't know, maybe I was naive, but I was like, let's look up later. I bring up my computer, we listen to music, we get this collaboration. I get to the hotel. She's coming out of the shower in the robe. There's a bottle on ice in her room, and she's on the phone talking to her girlfriend like, "Yeah, girl, I'm going back, about to give me something." I'm like, "Hold on, am I interrupting? Should I come back later?" And the whole time
What time at night was this?
This was like 10:30, going on 11 o'clock or whatever, on some Mike Tyson shit. I shouldn't have been there. But yeah, I shouldn't have been there. But I'm thinking it's just going to be about the music. Now, mind you,
that's why I don't put myself in those situations.
Hotel room.
Time of night.
That's different.
But in my defense, nothing transpired.
No,
I got the fuck up out of there and
you
asked her
have
to
control.
validate my parking.
But that's why I don't put myself in those.
Because for one reason, I didn't
Situations.
show up to her hotel with a pocket full of condoms ready to, you know what I'm saying? I had none of that.
Well, anybody. I mean, think a hotel room at that time. You're
I'm
always
not- No, I'm not. I'm not expecting it.
I do have common sense.
Yeah, I have common sense, but
No, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, like,
no, sometimes I
I
don't.
would've-
But I'm thinking we here to do music. You want to do, and music happens late at night. I know I'm doing it. I get up 2-3 o'clock in the morning and go down into my recording studio and make music.
okay.
She actually
But wait.
brought a valid point real quick. Hold on.
Late at night, at 8 o'clock at Chickies and Pete's. What training
public
course?
place.
Yeah, but what training course are you having there?
No.
It's a public.
No.
What
place.
training course is happening at 8
hold
o'clock
on
at night
now.
at Chickies
It's
and
not a
Pete's?
hotel room.
I'm going to show you how I eat
But
this chicken.
there's no training class.
Hold
Yeah.
on now.
No.
Hold on.
There's no training.
If it's your friend,
Oh, I know, it's a
and their
training.
friend and your friend calls you, and you're with your lady at midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. How's that looked at? That's your friend. Are you supposed to answer? Are they calling? They're just calling to shoot the shit. They're not calling that they're in danger.
Wait, yeah,
so
you just
how does
reminded
that?
me. He did
how
call her at, like,
how
late
does
at
that-
nights.
How does that come off to you?
Did I
Is
answer?
that okay?
No.
Because for
I'm
him,
not-
it's
none of this
okay.
is
It
towards
doesn't
you. I'm saying,
matter.
but he did call late at night,
Wait,
11,
I
12.
didn't answer.
Just to test the waters.
But
he did answer.
No. I don't. Yeah, I don't answer. I'll tell her to answer. See what she wants. I don't give a fuck.
But again, you got to take into account, right, who you're with, right? Who is the person that I'm with, and then you have to know your person.
Right.
Like, if you don't know your person, like, and you're just getting to know your person, right? If that was me and we're just getting to know each other, I want you to answer the phone 1 o'clock in the morning. I want to see how this conversation goes.
Yeah.
I want to see what this person is going to talk about.
If either one of you state the fact that it bothers you, do you continue or do you just?
So here's the thing:
It continued when I
emotions,
stated that
right? Feelings are only felt by one person. Like, whatever you feeling, you feel it. I don't feel that.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? I say this all the time. Like, I had 4 kids and I ain't feel a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, I had 4 kids and I ain't feel a fucking thing. There was no pain involved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, so whatever you're emotionally feeling, only you feel it. Now, can I empathize and say, you know what? If that's how you feel, but then I have to trust that you're actually having that emotion. Because when the shoe is on the other foot, you're going to respond the same way you would want me to.
Yes.
So now that we're getting to know each other, and until that is shown, we don't know.
that explains a lot with you.
What?
Yeah, like, you always, like, want me to, like, get as mad as you do.
No.
Not
but,
get as mad, but probably have
Like
like that
show-
same consideration.
Yeah, like
is
if
what
I
I'm
tell
saying.
you that something bothers me, then you like, okay, and then like conversation probably should have ended, right? You're like, okay,
Yeah,
it
but
bothers
that's
me. Yeah.
that's if you're not being
Inappropriate.
manipulative.
I'm
right?
not. No,
a lot
no.
of people
I don't do that.
weaponize.
I just say if you don't, that's on you, and then
Some
we'll see
people
what happens after. but-
weaponize their emotions and their feelings, and they use them for manipulation and control.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not somebody that will say, I feel like this, so you need not do that.
Right. I will hope.
Right? So my thing is do what you want to do, because then I know what you want to do. And until I know what you want to do, I can't say, don't be doing that. Because you'll show me what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah. It's true.
Because you'll do it. But if I'm already not doing something, don't tell me to do what I'm not already doing. You sound ridiculous. And what I'm not doing at this point at 51 years old is sleeping with multiple fucking women.
Yeah.
That's what I'm not going to
That
do.
just sounds exhausting.
Huh?
That just sounds
Yeah.
exhausting.
It was.
It's a
It's a
lot of work.
different
It
emotions
is.
and
So
personalities
for
to
one
keep up with.
female, you got to deal with 3 personalities.
Oh my
Now the
God.
2, that's 6 personalities. 3, that's 9 fucking personalities. Nobody got time for that
No.
shit.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna go ahead and venture off and say, how do you feel about open relationships?
That's a negative.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gathered
no.
that
I
from what you
didn't
just
say-
said.
Yeah, no.
I didn't say open. I
Yeah, that's-
did
No,
before.
I wasn't even talking about you. I'm just.
Yeah, that's a negative for me. Like, for one,
Like, how
again,
would you
we're
feel, like,
talking
about-
about energy fields, right? And this is what I didn't get.
Because I don't know. I was curious if it's different for a guy and a girl and how that stands. Usually,
Well, when
like,
I was
from
in
my
a
point,
relationship-
girls usually have to build a connection first. Is where that's
No.
where I feel like to sleep with a man, unless you're a fucking like just a train track getting ran through.
Bro.
Women usually have to build a connection before they open up for somebody.
No, they don't. They are no different than you and me.
Well, I'm the same way. Like I ain't like now. Like I wouldn't want.
When you was younger, you didn't need a connection. You didn't even have to like her.
no, I didn't even like her. I didn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
That is
Women
terrible.
are no different.
no.
We would like,
Psychologically, women have to.
we
build a
would
connection
like to
first.
think so.
Unless
ladies, you can agree or disagree,
they
right?
can tell me I'm wrong, but after like extensive research on the subject,
We would like to, as men, we would like to believe that women have to have some type of connection in order to give it. But, and if she don't have that connection, then she's a hoe, right? So hookers can exchange money, right? But they can also go home and raise their fucking kids.
yeah, that's why I said, that's different unless you're, on the track.
Oh, but you don't have to be,
No.
right? Women understand
But
the
s-
value
but you have
that
to-
they are to men. So
To go out
a
and
woman
build build a connection with somebody, to go home with them, you have to, right? So
You don't
have
think-
to do this each and every time, and then doesn't that run the risk of like you build a connection with
I
somebody?
don't think women have to build a connection, but I think if you're going to enjoy yourself,
it would be good to have one.
Yes.
because it is harder to get there for a woman if you're not
Yes.
comfortable.
Yes.
That's true.
That's the point that I'm making.
Otherwise, it's just a waste
So
of time.
Here's what I'll say to that. A woman sets her mindset on something, and
Yes.
she's going to stick to what she sets it on.
Yep.
So that is partially why she wouldn't have to build that connection, because she already set her mindset on what she's going to do or what she wants
So
out of
I'm gonna
whatever.
go
Yeah, but then
back-
why do it? What's the
I'm going to
point?
go back to
If
when
you're not
me
going
and
to get
Lisa
anything
first
out
met.
of it, you're just basically getting piece of
Joe,
Because you might
I'm going to
think
go
you could
back.
trap
I'm going to
someone.
take y'all back to when me and Lisa first met. And she said I was persistent. You know why? You know why I was
You
persistent?
knew what you wanted.
No. I knew what she wanted.
Oh.
I knew that she would, within the first 5 minutes of meeting me, she would give me some pussy.
You're so cocky. It wasn't the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but most women know. Most women know in the first 5 minutes of meeting a man if she would
If
give
they
him some
like
If you-
him or not.
if you're gonna-
If
yeah.
they're
in first
If you're gonna
5
do it.
minutes. So I wasn't being. She see it as me being persistent, but I knew what she wanted.
Yeah.
You knew what you wanted too.
He did.
Yeah, but what I want don't matter.
Well, it should.
No,
No, what I want matters.
no.
Otherwise, why am I doing
when
it?
it when
Me.
it comes. First of all,
Call me selfish.
okay. All right, so you gotta. He got to get a pardon right now. Joe,
Yo.
would you fuck Janet Jackson?
When?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, no. Just answer the question.
Like in general, yes, obviously, yeah. But right now, no.
Why?
Hold on. Wait.
I don't have
wait,
to. I don't need to.
Me, I wouldn't let
Okay,
him.
so y'all
would.
have to let me finish the question. Let me finish the question.
Not unless she wanted to party with me.
Well, you could do it on your own too.
Do you
John
think?
Jackson.
Do you think you can? Can you fuck Janet Jackson?
Not now. There'd be no. It would just wouldn't be.
Bro, she fucked Jermaine Dupri.
I know. Well, I'm saying back at that point, yeah, I could have. I could have said, "Hey, I'll write you a couple songs." I could have did the same thing JD did.
Skip all of that. You're not even a
Like early
songwriter.
2000s.
She's not. She works at Walmart.
2000s.
All right, Janet Jackson works at Walmart.
Oh yeah, then definitely.
Okay, so based on her status is why you think you could vote, not based on her value that she has placed on herself.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about basically the status of where she's at
Okay,
now.
so her
Yeah.
status is what deters you from thinking that you can hit those cheeks.
Yeah,
And that's where you and I would differ,
yeah.
right? For me, she's a younger, beautiful, I'm talking about Lisa, younger, beautiful woman, right? Most men my age, gray in the face, right? And all of that, wouldn't even fucking look twice in her direction thinking I can hit that.
See, all right, now that's because before I dated her, I went through a couple of girls that were in their like 20s and early 30s, but it was me that was like, there is absolutely nothing here. Like, this is fucking weird. They weren't on my level.
Well, yeah. But
You know.
here's the thing about what
Well, they were looking for very different things. They wanted
were
to
looking
start
for-
a family.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, right? When it comes to a woman's status doesn't matter, her bank account doesn't matter, her education doesn't matter. It matters to her and other women, right? But those things are not what men value on the dating market.
Don't you want to have a conversation with them?
See, that was part of the
You can have a
problem I had.
conversation with anybody.
So they should have.
And they
wanna
don't
have
have to. So they don't. I can have a conversation with a 3-year-old. I did a podcast here with a 5-year-old, right? Mm-hmm. And I can have a conversation with her.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good one.
Why not? Why wasn't it? It was an amazing conversation.
But I mean, as someone who's an equal, you want not the
No.
educational level, but you want someone who has some kind of intelligence.
Yeah, see, me, I want somebody that has
So
something
if
to
I
offer
started,
and who can challenge me.
So if I started breaking down, right? Let's say my name, I spell it 3LAK, right? And I took out the C in my name because in the equation E equals MC light, C represents light, and in order to see, light has to refract off of your pupil in order for you to even be able to make out colors and things at the station. Because dogs are not able to see color. Right, dogs and some animals don't recognize color. They see everything black and white. Right, you're seeing that right there, and you say that's purple. That's only because the refraction of light is telling you that that's purple. It's like if I ask you, is the sky blue?
Yeah, or reflects the ocean.
No, it doesn't reflect the ocean because you can't go to the ocean and get me a blue bucket of water.
It depends on what ocean.
No ocean.
No,
The
he's
Bahamas
right.
got some blue water.
He's right.
There's no blue water, bro.
There isn't. The water's clear.
So the sky is not reflecting the ocean. So when you talk about having
The
conversation,
ocean's reflecting the sky. But
no,
how is the sky blue?
Right, the ocean is
rain.
reflecting the sky. The sky is blue because of the gastric atmosphere, which is acting as a prism to the sun that is shining through it.
Sure.
Which is the reason why rainbows are bold, because they are reflecting off of the dome, which is the firmament. Right? People will tell you rainbows are bold because of the rain. Shut the fuck
No,
up. There's a
I know
firmament
it has
that
something
we're
to do
underneath
with,
a dome. So I can have this conversation with people that do not understand.
but they have some kind of intelligence.
You just
Not-
said
not-
the sky is
I know.
reflecting the ocean, but there is no blue water. That's not happening. Right? So, yes, everybody has a specific level of intelligence.
Yeah, but that's just one subject. I mean, but like you want someone
Right. Even
who
on
you can have a
multiple subjects.
conversation.
If I had that same conversation with a 5-year-old, right? I started talking about rainbows and refraction of light and how the pyramids were built, and or I started talking about altars in the bloodline of, hey Melissa, of people like you're born with altars in your bloodline, and everybody that is born in your bloodline, in your family, are I'm gonna say carnated, not reincarnated, but carnated through your bloodline. Like, this is the bloodline that I chose.
Okay.
And we all make these choices, and I've had this conversation with my daughter. My daughter at, I don't know, maybe she was 9 years old, when I first attempted to stop smoking, she said, you will never not smoke, because every day is a chance for you to pick up a cigarette. The day you die is the day you quit smoking. Which made, at 9 years old, this made and I'm like 35, this made absolute perfect sense to me from the mouth of a fucking 9-year-old.
Right.
Even right now, I haven't smoked a cigarette in 5 years, but every day I have the opportunity to smoke a cigarette, so I haven't quit yet. Until I'm not able to pick up another cigarette is the day I quit. Because the capability is still there.
All right.
Right, so even when I'm talking to somebody younger than me, like, they have ideas, they have aspirations.
Right.
So I have to talk to them where they are. I can't talk to them where I'm at or have a conversation where I am, because I have 51 years of experience. They don't have that yet.
Right.
I've been 35. You ain't never been 51.
Right. Right.
So I can't deal with people or anyone, and you can't either. Your experience, right? I just met you today. There's so much more that came before then.
Right.
In your experience
Yeah.
that I have no idea about.
Yep.
And that's your experience and the perspective that you're coming from, and I can't say you're lying. I can't say that didn't happen. I can't tell Joe what was going on with the trainer. That happened to him. And whatever happened to her, I can't take that away from anyone, right? But I also can't give them what I have. I can't give them
Point of view that you're seeing.
Yeah, I can't give that to
All
you.
right. Okay.
I can tell you about it,
Right.
but I can't give it to you.
Right.
So you can be like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's it.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
So when it comes to relationships, and there's a 17-year difference between me and her,
Yeah.
I have to be patient.
Yeah, but she's also has children, lived a life, has her.
You're
built
speaking
her
about
own-
what I just said.
Yeah,
She
so,
has
so
had
there you can have
experiences.
common ground and learn from each other and have conversation. The younger party that I was speaking of hadn't
No
Experienced
lived
fear.
that
anything
part
left.
of life yet, so it was
But how old were you?
35, 38 area.
So there's also like one thing, and he and I always say this to each other, one thing that he and I can share where we can understand one another is, having children. He's got 3 different women, I 2 different men. And the one thing that we do
Nobody's
share
competing.
that we haven't shared. No, I'm not competing.
also
I'm
goes
just
by the
saying,
amount
like,
of life you've
we
lived.
can understand each other from even that point, like not just having children, but like understanding from different, like trying it again and then it didn't
players
work
fuck up
again,
too.
right?
Will
But-
you have kids?
So I look at it at this point, like, I don't have kids no more. I have grown ass people that I help create.
Yeah.
Right? There's nobody that, if they come to me, and like, I've given everything that I can give. My son lived with me for 5 years. My daughters would come to me, whatever they needed. If I can accommodate, I will. But at the end of the day, they have to experience life now.
Okay.
But would you
We've
have
had
any
this
more kids?
conversation?
Would I have any more?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I'm just asking.
Oh, okay, that's different from my conversation with
I
him.
would not. I'm
You would
done.
not have-
I'm done. I'm clipped. I'm good. I'm done. I
She-
can't. I won't
now-
anymore.
as far as me and her, if we can get to a point where we're able to see eye to eye on how to raise the child, what we want to accomplish, and we're financially in a place
Stable
where
and out of this system mentality.
Yeah,
then we
because
would have
it would
one
be a
that
different child. It wouldn't be
Yes.
what we have created already. This child
Right,
would be
yes.
in a different stratosphere.
But I didn't even get to finish earlier where he and I can agree on something is we both have never been married.
Yeah.
So that would be another stepping stone, even more than just
okay.
sharing a child together. But yes, if life...
Neither of you have been married?
No.
No,
Oh, wow.
no. But even if life had,
In
everything
my
was
definition
perfect,
of marriage,
then
yes. In her definition of marriage, no.
Oh, there's different.
Well, his definition of marriage isn't by legal terms. It's just pretty
So
much.
there's legalese, right, which is a whole other language, right? Legally binding contracts is not marriage. Like that's
Something
a
like the
state
marriage
that is a state-owned institution, right? Whereas though you have to pay to get in it and you pay to get out. It's almost like a union. Well, it's called a union, right?
Then he's been
I was going to say,
married.
it is
have
called a
not.
union.
So
called a union.
marriage is what happens on that mattress, right? With your energy, soul ties. Each time you enter as a man, you enter a woman, you agree to the terms of service.
I don't look at that as marriage.
Okay.
I don't, but he does. So he's been married multiple times then too. Because
And
if you look at it that
so
way.
I have, and my divorce took 10 years, right? Whereas though for every year
God.
you're with a woman, it takes 3 months
Oh.
to move on. How you doing, guys? Come on in. So this is we're doing a podcast right now. This is a relationship podcast. This is a content creation store where you can create a podcast. You can do green screen material. Children can use the costumes and the props on the table and make their own CGI movies that we put on a USB, car style USB for parents to ruin their weddings when they're older.
That's funny.
I like that point of view.
Yep. So right now we're having a podcast about relationships. You in relationships? You got girlfriends? Yeah, a little bit. Who run the relationship? Who wear the pants? That's the big dog, right? Bro, you hesitated, bro. You're gonna have to shave your beard now. No, the beard gotta go.
So I will say this. As far as legally, we both would like to be married. But as far as marriage from his standpoint, as you heard him say, that's what it is.
So right now,
As far as, please, thank you, sorry. As
No,
far
you're
as a child, if our life, business and everything, like he said, we both agree on that same term as far as another child or sharing a child together, because that child would be brought up in a whole different element, a whole different world. It would not be the same as his were brought up, or even mine are.
Right.
It just wouldn't be. And then that union, that bond that you share,
it has to be there.
has to be there. Even
Oh,
through the downs, the ups, just everything, it has to be there and it has to stand strong and firm. And that's one thing that when he and I, we're married, but married legally, and if we ever do, that's what that child will see. That's what I would want you to see, because that is what you are supposed to see.
Right.
It's not going to be daisies and roses every day, but that
That's not real.
foundation
But we don't give
and
up.
that love, and
That's
we
not
don't
real
give
if
up.
it was.
No.
Yeah,
So I don't believe in getting a divorce,
I don't either.
right?
Yeah, but-
This with
I
me,
used to not.
this shit is like the
I used to
mafia.
not.
It's blood in, blood out.
Yeah. No,
Like, the only way
I
you're
agree.
getting out.
Unless there's a,
I believe.
it's not safe.
I believe that too. Once I got, that was it. But I didn't have a say in that
Yeah.
when it ended.
Yeah, sometimes you
You
don't,
don't.
and you have to be able to continue on and
Right.
move on through that pain, right? And like I said, players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we make a choice about who we want to be with based on the idea of that person in our own head and not who they actually
Right.
are.
Right. But yeah, marriage, it should be
I don't want to make that mistake ever
not
again.
Yeah, I've never been married.
marriage.
neither.
You're gonna.
I've never been married.
Me either.
But I also, having the kid that I have one, it's enough for me. And then I also,
Well, you're
now I have two more. And one basically was like
Bonus
from 1 years
children.
old. It's like starting over. So it's almost like having
Oh yeah, the
a
first
child
time he
from
came
the
to my
beginning.
house, he was
So,
like, "This is
to-
too much."
You know, you get that out of the way. But basically, like, she was 1.5.
Yep.
He wasn't used to that. His son
No,
was
it was like
16.
starting over. And girls are
He
definitely
wasn't
different than
used
boys.
To it either, and
But now I love her kids like they're my own. So it's, I don't need more. I have plenty.
He flipped out the one.
But
time.
yes,
He
in
was
the
like,
beginning,
"Ah."
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? What is this? I'm like, what is she do? What is that? What is that? Pause. I'm like, mute, stop. What the fuck?
He
Yeah.
doesn't
But I'm like,
understand
okay.
how I could ignore her. Like I could tune my
No,
daughter
how
out.
can you tune that out?
tune
It's
them
like
out, or
fucking
like
crazy.
they're like I want my children.
Here's the part that you got to tune out. Stop hitting me. You're hitting me. Well, you're hitting me first. Well, you started hitting me after I hit you, which hit me, and then I'm hitting me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going
That's literally
Yeah.
that's literally what they do.
all day?
Yeah.
They do, and then they're like cool with each other. That's the weirdest thing ever. I'm like, I don't get it.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're still fucking twisted. You're like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
I want to like.
I'm gonna kill both of these motherfuckers. I'm about to hit both of you.
He was like, yeah, he wasn't used to it. His son was 16. I mean, that's a long time.
And his
And he was
daughter
quiet,
is
so like
17,
this was new.
now
It was
18.
new.
So like, yeah, like.
Yeah, my
and-
youngest just turned 18 in December.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was a joyful moment for me. Like, so to bring everything back full circle as far
Yeah.
as relationships, I done been in many relationships. Sorry, and
I haven't been in many.
She's been always long terms.
me too. Like my longest relationship was 13 years, right? And I look at relationships like resumes, right? You really don't want a gap in there. So, and some people say, here's the thing, right? Some people say you need to take time to yourself and heal. But do surgeons operate on themselves? Do barbers cut their own hair? And somebody might say I'm wrong. They might look at this and say it's wrong, right? You need another person that reflects you in
Yes.
order for you to heal yourself. Like, I think what me and her are going through with any argument that we have, I take a look at it and it's me versus me, not me versus her.
Okay.
Right? So your partner is supposed to be a reflection. Like you said earlier, Joe, you don't want nobody the same as you
No.
because one of you would be unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I want somebody that's going to challenge
Right?
me.
She's
and
not.
be
Actually, we're all four of us are in relationships where we are the exact opposite. But y'all two are in your right roles. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. So this is where me and her really.
Roles.
Right, a lot of lines get
Collide.
blurred because I am not accepting. I don't have any femininity. Like, there's no. You ever see them Tupac videos where he was like, all the girls and they didn't like me and I liked it, all the girls. Like, he's very feminine.
Yeah.
That was I don't have that.
But when he was younger.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
okay? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like his mannerisms were very feminine.
Yeah.
I don't have that, right? And I need a feminine woman to balance me out.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas though a masculine woman is going to get met with more masculinity, which is going to cause arguments and headbutting.
Or the pot. Yep.
Yeah, we're going to be in this motherfucker clashing.
Yeah.
So get into your role
But the makeup sex would be good.
sometimes.
Always is.
Sometimes I'm not as, when I was younger, right? Because I'm not as prone. I understand what sex is at this point. At 51 years old, I now know what sex is. A lot of people use sex for recreation or as a way to express admiration.
Okay.
That's not what it is for me.
What is it for you?
It is a sacred energy exchange, literally.
Okay.
Right? So when I'm depositing, because I don't make withdrawals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I am expecting more understanding.
Oh, I get it.
Oh.
It took a little bit.
That's funny.
That is funny as hell. Right? I'm expecting my DNA, right, to reflect me, to be more like me.
All right.
To have
See, I could agree with part of that. So, like, as far as the stance, I think it's the connection, like the part.
microchimerism.
But the
is what it's
connection
called.
is where I do like recreational. But I like it because
I don't like recreation no more.
with one person who we're building a connection, and we enjoy, I can speak
A bridge.
probably both of us.
Right, you're
that
building
we
a
enjoy
bridge.
it, and
Right?
we connect on I don't know, it's good, right?
But
I don't
it's
know
a-
anybody who doesn't enjoy sex.
Yeah. So
well,
here's how
I think I'm making
he's
explaining this
more
wrong.
on a spiritual end.
no, I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So versus just, you have makeup sex, okay, you feel better physically. His is
don't
very
like
much
fucking
so
angry
mental,
anymore.
right? So mental, like even with us, because I guess I can say it, even though each time we have makeup sex, it is great, but it's the mental, right? Like after all that fighting and arguing, and after the effect, are we on the same?
Yes.
Like,
Are we in accord? Are we
yeah,
aligned?
Are we in accord?
My thing is alignment, right?
Yeah.
Simpatico.
I'm not going to align with you because you're a female. You're a feminine. You have weapons in this world that I don't have, that I don't get to use.
Yeah.
Right? So I need you to be aligned with me so that we can move in accord. So that we are on the same wavelength of understanding. Like so far on this podcast, we have been in accord with each other. We have been on the same wavelength. And sometimes even when we disagree, we can reconvene at a solid ground mutual point. Mm-hmm. Right? So sex, when you introduce, like take sex out of a relationship.
What do you have?
What do you got?
Nothing.
No, you have
wait,
something.
you
It's
need-
just not on that
Not
same
that, I
level.
mean, okay, so what I meant is like bad sex or like no sex is like majority of issues. But if it's good sex, it's only a little bit of the relationship. So if you're having bad sex or no sex, that is a big problem in a relationship.
Bad sex or no sex is a big problem.
It's a problem because it's now that bad or no is the majority of the relationship.
And it highlights all the other shit.
That's
But
coming
if it's
to
good
That
sex,
bothers you,
it's
you know.
only a part of the relationship. It's only a tiny part of the relationship.
because there's much more
Yes.
meaning to it than just sex.
So,
It's-
Yes,
so let's
thank you.
look at
Okay,
the
yeah, I got
etymology
you.
of the word relationship. All right, we're gonna break it down to prefix, and we're gonna break it down into a suffix. All right, the prefix is relation, relatable. How do you relate, right? And the suffix is the word ship. What do ships do?
Sink.
Wow. Damn, that's the
Sink
first thing that comes to your
or
mind?
They float.
They sink or they float.
What is their main purpose, though?
To float
To carry cargo.
To get you from one place
to another.
Yeah,
to
well,
another.
people, shit,
So
stuff,
where the
whatever.
fuck is we going? And who's at the goddamn helm? So we can relate, right? We can have relatable conversations, right? But that second word, ship, where the fuck are we going?
You know what I thought when you said that? Loose lips sink ships as many times as he said it. So that's what made me say
Yeah.
sink first.
I mean, I guess it could, but yeah, that's not where
No,
you're
no,
going
loose
with that.
pussy lips definitely gonna sink the ship.
No, not loose pussy, loose lips. You
Yes.
talking too
Oh,
much.
okay, all right, all
That's
right.
what you always say. Loose
Yeah.
lips sink ships.
Yeah, mouth. I mean, fish don't get caught till they open their mouth.
Yeah.
But my point is this.
Oh, man. Okay.
My point is this, right? Where is the ship going? So if I'm talking to you, you're my woman, right? And you don't have the plan, which majority of times you're just here for the ride. Right? So I have to set the destination, which sets the course, which I need you to be in alignment with.
Okay.
So if a woman gets with a man that don't have a plan, that is recreation. That is not going to last. That relationship is probably going to be a year, year and a half. If that, right? So when you have someone that has a destination, moving in purpose, moving with intention, doing things that absolutely is going to give you like results, is what you want.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, you can go to the gym the first day and work out for 2 hours and go to the mirror, and what are you going to see?
Nothing changed.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Takes at
changed.
least 3 to 6
You can go to the
months.
mirror for every day after you get out of the gym
But then if
for a
you're
month.
looking at it every day, you don't notice the changes either. Now,
Right.
if you step away
Until-
from it, step back a
until you
minute,
do.
and then take a look, and then you notice,
And then you're going to see change. But
Then you
the
see
point
change.
is, you know that you're taking the right course of action to get the result that you desire. That's the point of a relationship. So, as a woman and as a man, you have to think, am I getting the result from the relation that the ship is going to reach its destination?
Okay. I like that.
But you have to set the
You
destination.
guys at the destination. On that
So-
note, you want to close it out?
Let's close it out with a closing statement from everybody, though. What would be your closing statement?
So, I think relationships built on being on the same page
Okay.
with trust, like trusting each other to be there to support you, protect you.
Now, notice that's a man talking, and and men need to be protected too. Men
They
need to
do,
be
but I have to let the
protected
woman say,
mentally,
you know.
spiritually, and emotionally.
Yes, and support.
Maybe not so much physically, right? That we provide that aspect to the women as protecting them from what could be a possibility, as far as what you were speaking on with this trainer guy. You knew what he wanted.
I did, yeah.
I
And-
didn't.
No, you
She
probably
didn't.
did. You didn't
She
know.
didn't.
Yeah,
But
she-
Bragg knew what he wanted.
I pointed it. I noticed it from early on.
Right.
As soon as there was no training sessions is when I figured it out. She hadn't seen it yet.
Bro, you had to
Because
figure
she
it out
wasn't
before-
looking at it
you
from
figured
that
it out before the training
standpoint.
sessions. Before there was no training sessions, you knew what it
knew.
was. You
Yeah,
knew.
no, I
Because I know as a man.
Yes.
Like, I know what men.
Yes.
Men don't. I know what they.
They set they
I
ship
write
with a
about this
course.
shit all day, every day, all day long. It's
They
like
they set they ship with a course,
yes,
right? And you have to
but
understand.
she didn't. So she was not aware of
Now,
the turn it was taking. So I was never putting that on her. It was on.
no, I know you wasn't. So
mean,
Which
as
you
soon as-
can't, because that was a kind of, in a sense, it was innocence on her end. She wasn't really mindful to it.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, as soon as it got a little weird, as soon as the late night calling,
It got weird?
Yeah.
I stopped.
Okay.
I mean, I just stopped talking.
Yeah,
I
'cause
just
that
cut
is
it all
weird.
off.
okay, and then your closing statement.
I don't know if I have one.
Sure, you do.
Tell me how much you love me.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Sometimes.
No, go ahead, do your
That's
thing.
great.
I'm just joking.
No, I don't know. I don't.
What
Say
are you?
what's on
What are
your
your
mind.
thoughts about relationships?
They take work, and
There it is.
It definitely takes understanding and patience. That's basically.
1,000%. I
And
can agree.
And respect. You got to, each
Yeah,
other.
of course, you have to respect each other. Yeah. I mean, you should respect everybody in your life. But when it comes to relationships, it definitely takes
That's a whole nother
work
podcast.
and patience.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Lisa?
That is work. It's a lot of work. I actually did them for 21 years. That was a lot of work and a lot of patience. Even us in our 2 years, it's a lot of work, a lot of patience.
We're coming up on 2 years.
We are. It takes trust, communication, like understanding. and really not just love, but caring for the person, caring about their, I don't know if I should say emotions, but more so like caring to their mental capacity too. Their needs and wants out of what you have together and what you have, apart, because you're not always going to be up under each other all the time.
Hopefully not.
So, it's a lot. A relationship's a lot, honestly. I mean,
But it's worth the work.
spiritual too, understanding them spiritually and your connection and how to, that's something new to me and to where I'm still stuck between a religious mindset and a spiritual mindset. So that's something I'm kind of still rolling through. But spiritually, honestly, understanding that everybody, it's not just that they're different, but they have different intentions and everything, and they might not always agree with yours. But if you're in a relationship, how can you come to not just a compromise, but an understanding of one another?
Okay, and I'm going to close out with letting you guys know that opposites attract only with magnets. Like attracts like. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you are. So understanding that whoever you choose is attracted to you because of how much of themselves they see in you. So in order to love anyone, you have to love yourself first.
Yes.
Because the first part of them that you're going to fall in love with is your reflection. And then you have to understand what surrounds your reflection is the other person, right? So even when it comes to children, me and my daughter look exactly alike, and she has a lot of similarities that come from me, but her choices, her decisions is all her, and it is not me. And the same thing when it comes to Lisa. When I look at her and look in her eyes, and even when she has the RBF and she's pissed off at me,
pretty
I can
often,
see a
but-
lot of my own anger. But I'm so in love with me, I can watch myself perform on video for hours. So her anger does not scare me. I love me some me. And the me that's inside of the reflection of me in her, I love just as much, but the surrounding aspect of her that I am adjusting and getting to know and seeing the ideas that she bring forth, like cosplay on the runway, January the 17th, right here at Royal Space Academy, 2:30.
To 6.
Well, I was going to say the address.
This is
Right
North
here
Wales.
in North Wales, PA, Montgomery Mall, from 2:30 to 6. We're going to see y'all there. And till the next time, love yourselves and love the others around you.
Yep.
And we're going.
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah, my ears.
I'm taking that with me.
They get heavy on you.